Howdy, hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with Omega Wolf.
Howdy.
So we're continuing from where we left off.
What
were we talking about in the last episode?
Kurt, the Spartan 2 that was assigned to train the new generation of Spartans.
Right.
So those...
Does Kurt ever show up in the video games?
No.
No, not even in the Halo
he
Wars?
actually does die. In the book, he shows up.
Oh, okay.
But they choose him specifically. You unplugged my thing.
Oh, I thought it was yours.
No.
Sorry. I was fixing my audio, and I thought...
I can't hear anything now. There we go. There we go.
You can hear it now?
Yeah, but...
Okay, sorry. I thought that yours was mine. Never mind.
But basically, Kurt augmented their brains to be able to switch over to the animal.
Okay.
Because he was tired of seeing them die.
So yeah, and basically in the last episode, if this is for some reason the first episode you're seeing, the Spartan program, Spartan 3s, was it? So they were augmented so they could access the animalistic part of their brain. So that they could fight through stress.
You killed
him! You murdered him! We're on an alien planet. Nobody knows. Nobody will know if there's no witnesses.
But it actually worked. They survived longer.
Oh my god! I would imagine that would cause so much stress, though.
Well, actually, the problem is that eventually it would degrade their mental capacity. So
totally.
And so they would have to take drugs to, keep it away.
Oh, totally. Because with the brain strengthens the connections that you use.
Yeah.
So, well, I have a lot to say on this, but the brain strengthens the connections that you use. So if you're accessing that animalistic part of your brain, like the reptilian brain part that allows you to fight through the stress and the shock, you're strengthening that pathway. And you're going to be able to access that pathway more easily, and you might actually slip into it without trying. There's actually an interesting thing that I heard once about the brain, and it's that when you're remembering something, you're not remembering the thing specifically. You are remembering the last time that you remembered it.
Yeah. And so
which is weird. It's so weird because so
which means if it was a negative thing,
right,
then you're going to remember that it was negative.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Over time, your memories will start degrading because if you're remembering the last time that you remembered it, essentially.
Yeah.
And that's why you're able to deal with things much better over time, is because the more you use that pathway,
get out of the way,
the more you're remembering it, and thus the memory is getting less and less each time. But I guess that's sort of a useful thing the brain does. It helps us to deal with that kind of stress. You're still going to be able to recall it more easily, but it won't cause you as much pain. And so it really does help to talk about these things. It really does help to work through it and access that memory in a controlled environment. Because the more you remember it, the more you can deal with that, the easier it will be to remember it and not have it cause you pain. Even though you'll be able to remember that it happened.
Yeah. But actually, in the book, a Spartan 3 was actually bleeding out.
Oh my gosh.
And he was still standing.
Whoa.
And then all of a sudden he just collapsed.
Wow. just boop. It was so funny because when I said boop, the secondary recording that we have on my computer that's kind of delayed, it actually booped right at that. You actually hit him right at that same time. That's funny. Oh, he stood no chance.
Just myrtleated.
What we were talking about, because we talked about in the last episode at the very end, Kubrick films.
Yeah. In between here.
In between that discussion, when you're watching a Kubrick film, you know that film is exactly how Kubrick wanted it to be. If he thinks that there's a mistake, he'll redo the take over and over and over, 100 some odd times. And we were talking about how 2001: A Space Odyssey is so long, but for the modern eye, it would be considered boring. I like it. It took me a really long time to get through, and it was actually kind of... I like the experience of it. I just felt like the movie didn't need to be as long as it was.
A lot of things these days actually have to work to get my attention.
Right. And I was telling Omega Wolf here, we're brothers, actually, if you didn't know. So we have the same grandparents.
Yeah.
And parents. But I was watching 2001: A Space Odyssey at my grandparents' house because it came on like cable or something. Who watches cable anymore? But it was on TV, and so I was like, "Hey, Grandpa, can you stay on this station? I really want to watch this movie." And our grandpa actually, he was a teacher, wasn't he? He was a science teacher.
I don't actually remember.
He's either a math or a science teacher. So like he's actually kind of interesting because he. do you know much about him?
No.
I mean, you probably haven't talked to him that much, I guess. But I used to live with my grandparents, with our grandparents. He was like a teacher, and he was also like a farmer.
Yeah,
and
he went on his own food.
And he went on like a church mission to like was it Tonga? Not Tonga, no, Fiji.
Yeah.
He's been all around. He's like this. he's like
he has a lot of experience.
Yeah, he's a lot of experience and just the strangest things that you wouldn't really expect. Because I mean, he's sort of a man of science. He's also very religious. He's also a farmer. He's also a teacher. Just all over the place. But so he was also interested in watching it too, because I don't think he'd actually seen it for some strange reason. But as you know, on television, there's commercials, and so watching 2001: A Space Odyssey on the television with commercials, it took us hours to watch that film, and it was on. I think he had Comcast at the time, and so we got right to the end, right where the guy starts tripping balls. And his cable cut out. So we spent hours watching this movie for no build-up whatsoever. And it was really unfortunate. I ended up watching it on Netflix a little while later. And I did watch the entire thing in its entirety on Netflix. I didn't just skip to the end. I liked the movie. It's just so slow. So unbelievably slow.
Die!
Die,
monster.
I don't know that a lot of modern people would. A lot of people with a more modern.
No.
You almost died there.
Enough of these needles. Oh my word. Where is that coming from? That giant mark. Is that a spirit down there?
What?
Spirit dropship?
Oh, I thought you said. I was about to say like ghosts aren't real. Like
no,
is there a spirit?
Woo! No, like in this universe, the dropships we see here, I'm tripping over words here.
Yeah.
Are spirit class.
Yeah.
A lot of the Covenant stuff is named after spiritual things. Like,
right. Well,
like
I mean,
a wraith.
That's the human names for them, right?
Yeah. Well, they call them that in.
Well, I mean, when the cutscenes play for our benefit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Although they have actual technical names.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm dying. I'm slowly dying.
Yeah, you really need a health pickup.
Let's see here.
Think you can get through this without awaking them?
I don't know. Oh, there's an elite over there. Oh, he's a major.
So he has better eyesight?
He's stronger.
Oh, is he?
He has stronger shields.
I think he turned around. Boop! Oh, you got him. Oh, you got through that without waking anybody. Nice. That guy had no chance.
No.
He was already panicking, though. He was just like, ah! Like, he was probably panicking from something else because they're so easily spooked.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, another thing!
That's a very frightened Mickey.
Oh, hey, Mitty. Oh.
See, I'm just going to ignore him.
Yeah, he can stay there. Oh, gonna get that guy?
I'm just... You don't have to fight anything.
Yeah.
Hi. Bye. I just threaded the needle between his legs.
Yeah, because with the new graphics, basically, it's not... You're not seeing where they are. You're seeing, essentially, just an overlay of graphics.
Yeah,
so
it's like...
Everything... Oh, my gosh, it looks so much better. I like it this way so much better.
Just with the new graphics...
Switch it back to the old graphics. For this part, it's light enough we can play with the old graphics.
But with the new graphics engine, it just looks so much better on the original.
Right. But I find it, you know, if somebody were to tell me back when this game came out that in the future there would be an Xbox console that could run like updated graphics that looked better. It could run both games because basically it's running both games simultaneously.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It's tracking both.
If you could run it twice, I'd be like, dude, no, like, no way.
You are trying to sell me the moon.
Yeah. You know, because I knew some stuff about computers already. You know, I think I mentioned this before, but there was a family friend of ours that kind of taught me what was up about computers, like the difference between megabits and megabytes and all that kind of stuff.
I just kind of absorb it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how you learned about it.
Well, it's just kind of over time people say it and I start making connections.
Do you know what the difference is between a megabit and a megabyte?
I don't know about bits.
Right, so it's actually pretty easy. So internet service providers...
Oh, is that the flow rate?
Yeah. So, well, internet service providers, they want to make it look like they're giving you better service, and so they'll take whatever... So basically take a megabyte, which is a unit of measurement that you're probably more familiar with. So like a 4-minute song probably is going to be about 5...
Hello, Mr. Hunter.
Maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 megabytes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a unit of measurement you're familiar with.
Yeah.
Now, a megabit is actually just take that number and times it by 8.
Interesting.
That's all it is. And so they'll tell you these numbers. It's like, oh yeah, you're getting 50 megabits per second up download speed. And it's like, just take that and divide it by 8, and that's how many megabytes you're supposed to be getting. But here's the thing. Your internet service provider, if you're getting slow internet speeds, if it's within what...
Let's see.
If it's over...
Oh, I killed them both.
Oh, nice. If it's over 75% or 70 to 75%, a little over that, of what they promised you, they don't care. There's no problem because there's always expected to be like, your internet also depends on what your neighbors are using. Because there's a draw. So if you get promised 50 megabit speeds and you're getting like 40 megabit speeds, maybe, I don't know, 40, 43 or so megabit speeds, no problem. They don't consider it a problem. Anyway, go ahead and call it here.
No, we need to get this Banshee right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Think you're going to get it? Oh, you stuck him! Yes! Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead, get in there, and then we'll call the episode. Hold on. Stop.
Nope, gotta get out of the way here. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, pause it. Are we able to save here?
We probably wouldn't be able to. We're right near the end, so we might as well just finish it.
How long do you think it'll take?
5 minutes, give or take, plus the cutscene.
Let's go ahead and call it here because we're already to like 13 minutes. So,
okay.
Anyway, well, this is Frakbox.
This is Omega Wolf.
Have a great day.
Stay safe.